Well then, welcome to the Merseyside episode. Hello guys and welcome to Dreaming is Possible here with Chesterfield, and yes, it's going to be the Merseyside episode as we take on Everton and Liverpool, the second leg of the Carabao Cup. And as you'll just scout a little bit further up, as you can see, 4-2 is how it finished in the first leg. Yeah, they've got 2 away goals, so it could be tricky going into this one. As you can see, they didn't really trouble us, but yeah, to get those 2 away goals as well, like the goals that I'd say they just didn't really deserve them, but anyway, as maybe being a little bit biased and stuff. But as you can see, it's just been all green W's everywhere, isn't it? We're just constantly winning at the moment, which is great to see. How can we continue that? Obviously, in today's episode, that's what we're going to be hoping for. We have got through against Watford in the FA Cup 4th round. That's who we came up against because we did beat Southend. So yeah, we've skipped through both of those. Obviously, we played Everton a couple of times because we played them in the league as well. And then we played Leeds with West Ham, and then Manchester United as also. So like I say, it's going to be finishing off things here in January. And because we are in January, yes, it is the transfer window. Yes, and we knew, if any of you guys can remember, but I already had a player already signed, ready to be put through on the 1st of January. Well, he is now at the club. He hasn't played any games yet for us because when he signed, he picked up an injury just before he signed, so he's been out for 6 to 7 weeks. He's just getting back to the stage of where he's sort of just getting into training and stuff like that. So I'm probably not going to be throwing him into today's episode. Maybe just because he's not fully fit and stuff like that. But yeah, Krit Dzivowski. Now, you've probably not heard of him, no, because he's a new gen kind of player, but he's actually a world class star. So he's equivalent to your sort of I wouldn't say your Messi's or Ronaldo's, but I'm talking world class levels of a Dybala, a Pogba. Do you know what I mean? That kind of standard. So yeah, the one of the visions of the club was they wanted us to bring big names to to the club and stuff. But he's on 225,000 a week, so that just goes to show what level he's at. He's only 22 years of age as well, and you can see he's already like they say, he's a world class player. Anyway, Liverpool and obviously Everton first. It's the semi-final. It's the second leg. Will those 2 away goals be the problem? That's only one way to find out. Let's get into it. So here we are at Goodison, and these are the 2 lineups going into this one. I'm going to go attacking. I'm not going to sit back and defend. I want to try and get away goals as well, which will nullify theirs. And we got Nunez going to play in goal. Yeah, he is going to stay there. I'm actually going to even play him in the final as well. I'm going to give him the full Carabao Cup treatment. Cruz, Arifi, Upamecano, and O'Hanlon are playing as the back four. Raya and Neto in the midfield. Appleby is going to play in the cam with Puerto ahead of him. Warner out on the left and Baptista is out on the right. We've got Levi Sutton, ex-player, obviously an ex-captain of us, is going to be facing off against us, and let's see if we can come out on top. So first highlight coming here as we take a throw in and finds Dreyer. Back to Upamecano. All Everton need is 2 goals, 2-0 win. We'll see them through to the final. So we're just going to be a bit wary about that. And we've been forced all the way back here to Rodolfo. He just lays this one out here to Upamecano, and we're just keeping ball at the moment. We're in control of the tie. Everton have got to come to us, and try and force our hand, as it were, and hopefully by doing that we'll counter attack and get in behind them. Here is Levi Sutton now. Great ball over the top here. Finds Johnson, played in. It's a good opportunity for Silva, but headed over. Caught them out here. We've got put their keeper under a lot of pressure, and Radoval's only managed to head this into Baptista now. Baptista now can surge into the box, but it's a bit of a poor effort, and it's a very scrappy sort of game at the moment. I think no one's really took a foothold in it at all. I think it's 2 sets of nerves, by the looks of it. Us because we don't want to throw away the lead, and I think Everton because they don't want to push too much and cost themselves dearly. That's a hell of a challenge there from Upamecano. Wow, what a challenge that was in the box as Baptista now can surge away down this right hand side. I'm sure he's going to be stopped. He is initially. Bellingham is there, and it's a bit of a scrap going on there between players. Arifi now with the ball over the top, finds Baptista now. Seems to be like this is the area in which we're like definitely challenging, and here we are as a Baptista has nullified one of those away goals. You can see Arifi plays it down here. Baptista has definitely been our outlet here as he just cuts inside here. They were a little bit worried about maybe bringing him down, but he catches the keeper out. I don't think he was thinking he was going to hit it for that near post and caught the keeper out. So free kick, Cruz goes in. Chance here for Upamecano, and is that offside? No, it's onside. Well, there we go. We've now nullified those away goals. Everton don't really have a prayer now, like, you know what I mean? Because if we get another away goal, then the massive pressure is on them. But yeah, we are now winning like 6-2 on aggregate. So if Everton want to get through, they're going to have to score 5 goals in order to do so, because only 4 is going to take it through to possibly extra time, or I'm not sure if it's at the semi-final stage it goes to external penalties with a chance here, but we've done what we needed to do in this first half. We've nullified the 2 away goals that Everton got at our ground, and like I say, yeah, we're totally in control this tie now. So there we are at half time. Yeah, looking really good, and yeah, I think we've booked ourselves another place at Wembley. But we've still got 45 minutes to go. Who knows? A miracle could happen. So here is Martin Neto now. Finds Kyle Warner. Warner now looking to... Well, there we go. Now we've got 3 away goals, and that is a great opening for the second half, and Everton are done. Yeah, they have got no response now. They'd have to get 5, 6. Wait a minute, where are we? Of losing so many goals now. We're at 7-2. 5's not going to be good enough for them. They've got to get 6 goals now to get through. Cruz now puts this one in. Upamecano, well, there we go, number 4. And yeah, it's, as they say, good night Vienna, isn't it? Like, as he gets his second of the game. Johnston now on this far side for Everton, pushing into the box again. Plays it across, and they have managed to get one back as Fabio Silva managed to get a consolation goal more than anything. Like, you know what I mean? That's all it is. It's not going to do us any damage whatsoever. Are we going to make it more of a misery as Martin Neto now does make it more misery? Wow. Oh, we are like teaching Everton how to play football right now. Wow. Their home fans must be just head in their hands right now. I'm sure there's quite a few of them will be leaving. And what a hit in off the sort of like upright there, and yeah, what a hit that is. 5-1 here at Goodison. And there we go, guys. There we are. Convincing win. 5 goals to 1. 9-3 on aggregate. And as you can see, yeah, I mean, we were just more clinical. You can see, like, when you look at it, like, you know, very, very even. You'd say on any other occasion that this would probably be like a 1-1 draw or something when you look at, like, you know, the amount of possession both sides had and the amount of shots and stuff each had. But yeah, we're just more clinical. I mean, the fact that we got 5 and then he got 1 when we both got exactly the same amount of shots on target. An easy passage through to the final. Wasn't expecting it to be that easy. I thought Everton would give us, like, you know, more of a headache, but not to be. So there we are. Yeah, it's going to be us against Tottenham at Wembley this time round, and yeah, I'm sure Tottenham will not be relishing us if we're in that kind of form. Well now, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, things have taken a bit of a turn. Like Harry Marsden, you'll see down here, you can't actually see how much he's been sold for, but he came to me and he said he wasn't happy with his game time and stuff like that, and felt that he, like, you know, needed to move on. So I thought, right, okay, I can't really give him the game time that he's like requiring. I tried to like talk him round and stuff like that, and he was just not having it, and he said he was going to cause disruption in the dressing room, and I couldn't have it. And luckily for us, Udinese have come in and they spent 55 million on him, so that is where he has gone, and that was on the 25th of January. On the 28th of January, I've gone out and replaced him, and I've gone big. Yeah, 120 million, our biggest signing that we have made for Andrea Piana. Piana, I think that's how you're going to say it. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, we've gone. I mean, we spent 200 million in this January transfer window on 2 players. That is just like, this is where we're at right now. And yeah, I'll just show you that this is the guy. 22 years of age. He's a world class like left back and kind of centre back as well. He can play both positions, and yeah, that's who I've gone for. And I had to do something, you know what I mean? The thing is that if you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you just go for someone maybe like less money? When I bought Krit Dzwowski, the Polish, world class player, that part of his deal to sign him was I had to improve the squad, and he literally said that I had to do it within this transfer window, and a message came through saying that he wasn't happy with his promises not being kept. So that is why I've gone out and bought a world-class left-back. It's going to maybe cause an issue for Ollie Clay, but the fact that Ollie Clay can play left and right side is fine, because that means that even though we've got Cruz obviously on the right hand side, Ollie is going to be ideal to be able to play, and come off the bench, for either side. So he's going to be an ideal substitute to have, sort of thing. So he might feel that he's been sort of pushed to one side, you know what I mean? But when you get to this level, you've got to have better players, and they've all got to fight for their positions, haven't they? You know what I mean? So having this quality brings a different kind of headache, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So we'll see how I've got to try and keep this dressing room happy now, you know what I mean? Give them all the game time with only 11 slots, you know what I mean? So, oh well. Anyway, I could rabbit on about this all day long. We need to take on Liverpool. Let's see how we do. So here are the two lineups. We are away at Anfield, and we kind of struggled when we played them in the Carabao Cup, but we managed to get through on penalties. There won't be penalties in this scenario. It'll either be a point or, one of the two teams will get 3 points. But yeah, as you can see, Piana is going to be thrown straight into this one, and the reason being is because obviously we literally played Everton 2 days ago, so I've had to rest players. Liverpool have not had that headache. They've got more fitter players than what we've got, and we've also got Mr. Krit Dzwowski is on the bench, so he could possibly come on to make his appearance. But yeah, these are the players that are fairly fit to be able to go out. I've got a few players that are out just with injury as well. So Timo Horn is in goal. Arifi, Eliovski and Upamecano with the back three. Piana, welcome, and thrown into the lion's den, as it were. And then Cruz, Nkunku, Keena and Neto are in midfield. Charlie Lawrence and Verskogen are up top. And like I say, over here, as you can see, Mr. Krit Dzwowski is on the bench, and we might get to see him at some point. As for Liverpool, yeah, Mr. Mbappe's there. We got Matthews. Who else we got in here? Yeah, Trent's there. Alisson, Van Dijk still there. Brewster's on the bench. Ben Clay, obviously ex-player. He's on the bench as well. So, let's see how we do. It's going to be tough at Anfield, and obviously you've got to remember that when the two teams played in the Carabao Cup, they weren't their full strength side, but we both made adjustments and stuff like that, so it should be interesting. We've not really got a full strength side because obviously with a few injuries and stuff like that, and probably the same goes for Liverpool. I'm not sure if they've got their full strength, but we'll see how this one pans out as Liverpool now take this throw with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Finds Rainier down here into Gineppo, back to Rainier, plays it across. Matthews is there, and Mbappe comes in at the far stick, and they have taken the lead early on. Yeah, it's quite a simplistic goal when you look at it from here. Just played into the box. We should have got a tackle in there, didn't get it. Matthews just gets there, and we're just not even picking up. I mean, why are we not picking up World Player of the Year, Mr. Mbappe? I don't know. Dantas now with this as he plays this one in, and they are 2-0 up. And this was kind of like how it was in the Carabao Cup, and I thought, oh, it's all over, and we managed to get it back to 2-2. I don't know if that will happen. We'll see. Here come Liverpool again now as Astia surges down this far side. Can we get someone there? I don't know why we're not picking players up in the box here. We're just ball watching, and Mbappe's in for his second, and that's 3-0. And we are playing like schoolboys right now. We are playing terrible. It's just, I don't know what our defenders are doing there. They're just maybe, because Piana's not used to positioning, new team and stuff like that, and it's costing us. But I didn't have a left back that I could really play there because Ollie's out at the moment. Well, not out, but he's not fully fit to have started. It looks like we're going to get absolutely hammered if this one goes in, as Dantas puts it in. Ross Matthews is there. Can we get this? We got a block in. That's something. So an absolutely shocking first half there from us. It's so weird, isn't it? The game of football, isn't it? How you can go ahead and beat Everton convincingly, you know what I mean, in a tense semi-final, and then we come back to the league and we've gone maybe it's because we're so far ahead, we've switched off a little bit. I don't know, because we've got that 8-point gap, we can afford to be like that. The players just aren't with it. I don't know. Yeah, can't get into their heads, can I? It's a computer game. So, put a rocket under their backsides and let's see if we can put in a better performance in the second half. So, made a couple of changes and changed the formation as well. Upamecano is going to make way, and then we're going to bring Appleby on and play like the three up front there. Baptista is also going to be coming on. I was thinking about bringing on Dizwowski, but the fact that, yeah, Piana's one new player, we don't need another new player in there. We need a bit of like sort of stability, and Neto is only coming off because really just because of his fitness and stuff like that. Just like hopefully we can do something in the second half again. So it's Liverpool again as they play this one in. Initially we get rid of it. Iliovsky's there. Verskogen lays it off. Lawrence now out here. Appleby's right through here. Can we get back into this game? We can. Okay, come on. Let's not stop celebrating. Go and run and get the ball. Come on. And it was a good breakaway. We just need to try and find another couple. A couple more is what I was trying to say. You can see great ball over the top. They've like not even thinking about picking us up because they probably thought, well, we're 3-0 up, you know what I mean? Don't need to be worrying. Well, maybe they might do probably pick us up now if we can maybe like, you know, change things around. So we're into injury time. Even if we pick up another goal now, we're not going to like, you know, get any more points. We're not going to get any points from this game as O'Hanlon like pushes forward. Maybe should have started him. It was a good effort from him there. Maybe playing Piano was maybe the wrong choice on my part. Cruz puts this one in, but Virgil's easy enough to get rid of that. On Kunku now back to Cruz, plays this one in, and wow, point blank hit straight there, but not going in. So Alisson plays it out. Cruz gets a head down, but all he can do is find a Liverpool player, and they're just going to keep hold of that, and that is the final whistle. Yeah, bit of a contrast in two games there, really, wasn't it? Like, you know what I mean? I just think it was just our heads just went in it, like, and like I say, it's not cost us like massively at the top of the league, but the fact that Liverpool are in second, it's done them the world of good, confidence-wise and stuff like that. That's why they've won the league so many times, and we're not used to being at this position, like, and maybe the players are just switched off like mentally, like, you know what I mean, going into this one. But the good news is like I say, with this episode, is we're going to be back at Wembley, so that's something. So like I say, we are still top of the league. Obviously our lead has been slightly reduced, but it's still pretty convincing, isn't it? 5 points clear at the top, ahead of the team that has just beaten us. Manchester City down here be getting beaten by Burnley. That's like a bit of a huge blow for them. Like I say, some of these like teams that are chasing like keep slipping up now and again, and I think that's why we've managed to get the lead that we've got. Like, you know, if some of these teams have been performing better than what they should be, I think we wouldn't be sitting top. I think we'd probably be second or third, something like that, maybe, like, you know. But yeah, like I say, like some of these teams have just been like giving away points and stuff. I might just do the Carabao Cup final as the next episode, just as a one-off episode, and then we'll do the episode after that as being the second leg of Monaco, and then you guys all see what we've got to do, and if we have to like chase that one, like, you know what I mean, if Monaco like do well, like obviously in the first leg, we'll tune in and you get to see, like, you know what I mean. But anyway, guys, thank you so much as always for tuning in on today's episode, and one of those would be massively appreciated. And yeah, stay safe out there, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Dave from Umongo Gaming signing off. Cheers.